Good morning on this Friday. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico style. We've got Kentucky Derby New Mexico style.
We do.
I love this look.
I love the hats.
I feel fabulous.
I feel like I'm back to my southern roots. Like I'm back in South Carolina.
That's right. Oh my gosh, you have to teach me a little bit about, because I've got the Jersey, New York etiquette, which is not necessarily southern etiquette. So you might have to teach me how a lady would sit with a hat on like such.
I think you're doing a good job. Actually.
Thank you.
You're doing really good.
I love that hat on you, by the way.
Thanks.
Oh, I'm excited about this. Okay, well, before we get to that, I have to give a little follow-up, because remember yesterday I gave my predictions?
Yes.
Idol spoiler, Sally, hold your ears. Okay, here's the deal. I was half right and half wrong. I said that Holly stepped it up, and although she's been in the bottom two every week, I think she'd survive.
Right.
I was right.
She survived.
She survived. However,
Phil didn't go.
Phil did not go.
Who went?
He didn't even go bottom two.
Wow.
Skylar Lane.
You know why?
Skylar Lane went home.
Oh.
I know.
You know why?
A little Southern girl.
It's mostly girls voting.
That's what I think
So if you're a cute guy, you got it.
You got it in the bag.
You got it in the bag.
See, he's becoming a little one-trick wonder to me, though. Yeah. I'm kind of over it. So anyway, bottom line is, it's going to be an amazing, amazing next week, because we've got the great Final Four, but no more Skylar Lane. Okay, now here's the deal. It's the mint julep versus the margarita, because tomorrow is Cinco de Mayo, but it's also the 138th run for the Roses, of course, the Kentucky Derby. So it's all about the hat, and we're so happy to say that our hats are from the Old Town Hat Shop and Accessory Boutique, and we love them.
And there are some gorgeous ones, so wait until later, we'll show you some really beautiful hats, and it's, you know, not too late to buy. Hat shop owner Marlene Patterson will show us her odds on her favorite derby hats in our second half hour.
Yeah, so you definitely want to stick around, because there's a lot of variety. So if this isn't right for you, there'll be something that is.
Right.
Yeah.
In the meantime, before pulling your derby hat or seersucker suit out of the closet, here are 8 things you need to know about the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah, get your pens and paper.
Number
so you can sound smart today.
Who's the favorite to win?
Okay, here it is. Bodemeister was the 4-to-1 favorite Thursday morning's line, but the odds will change constantly until just before the race. Okay? Here's the next question. How many horses are in the race?
20.
20.
There you go. Now you know.
Now you know.
Race start time?
Post time is 4:24 p.m. Mountain Time, and that's a very exact. Yeah, that's a very exact time. 4:24.
It is.
Okay, Kristen. What's the weather forecast?
Oh, the hats might get a little wet on this one. So there's a chance for a few showers and storms. So could be a little wet at times.
I wonder how much that's going to affect those horses too. I don't know. I think they like the rain.
They can handle it.
They can handle it. It's more the pretty ladies and the pretty hats that I have to worry
about. Those are the ones, right?
Yeah.
Who's singing the national anthem?
Oh, this is a good one. Mary J. Blige. Who I would never have. I wouldn't expect Mary J. R&B, soul. I love it. I love that she's singing it. She's one of my faves. Okay, now what's that other song they play besides the national anthem? You know what that is?
Of course. Stephen Foster's My Old Kentucky Home is traditionally played by the University of Louisville Cardinal Marching Band as the horses are led to the starting gate. Of course, for Kentucky, you know?
Yes, of course.
You have to have that.
You got to represent for Kentucky.
Right.
Now, what's in a mint julep? What do you think?
I know.
Okay.
Okay. It's similar to a mojito, which is my favorite.
Oh, that's
drink,
mine too. I love mojito.
Except you swap out the rum and you put bourbon. So it's bourbon, mint, and simple syrup.
Oh, I wonder if they use the sugar cane.
No wine
the best part of a mojito is the sugar cane. I wonder if they throw a sugar cane in there.
I guess you could do it however you want to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, and the final question?
Yeah, who was the last horse to win the Triple Crown?
Well, the answer is back in 1978, Affirmed was the last horse crowned with victories from the Kentucky Derby, the Preakness Stakes, the Belmont Stakes. Very interesting. I hope you wrote it all down, and if you didn't, you'll have to go back and watch it so you can walk around today sounding like you've got some serious Kentucky Derby knowledge. And speaking of knowledge, let's check in with KRQE News 13 anchor Elizabeth Alvarez with this morning's headlines. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. You look fabulous. I love this derby hat.
Thank you.
And that was great info, by the way. A lot of it I had no clue, so I was one of those writing them all down.
Good for you.
So happy Friday, and happy Friday to you at home. This morning, counterterrorism officials are on alert after Al-Qaeda announces a new threat against the United States. Listen to this, and this latest plot could spell disaster for New Mexico. The terror group is calling its followers to set the southwestern United States on fire. Al-Qaeda made the announcement on an online newsletter. Why start wildfires? Well, the terror group touted how wildfires can not only come with an astronomical cost, it can take a human toll, destroying people's livelihoods. Now, here's what Homeland Security told us.
These threats are threats, and we are at war still with an enemy that is bent on inflicting harm on us.
Al-Qaeda's letter also goes on to give a how-to guide for making a timed firebomb, if you'd believe it. The Mora County Sheriff, who got into a scuffle with one of his deputies last month, could now face criminal charges. The district attorney has sent the case all the way up to the state attorney general's office. Check it out.
No, I'm taking this guy for a DWI. Come on. Oh, yes, I am.
Now, what you just heard was part of the scuffle between Sheriff Thomas Garza and Deputy Lee Allingham. Another deputy recorded it after Deputy Allingham arrested a man for DWI. So the sheriff demanded that the deputy let that driver go. The sheriff claimed he just wanted to show his deputies who was boss.
You don't scare me, okay? You don't scare me. You do not talk to me like that. You don't scare me. You're an idiot. You stop. You don't scare me, dude. You know what? This is, you know what? Come on. You know what? Come on.
Yeah, that's the sheriff there. Sheriff Garza, by the way, denies that he actually attacked Deputy Allingham. State police investigated all of this again and turned their report over to the state attorney general's office. You may want to take a closer look at the dollars in your wallet. Police in southeastern New Mexico say someone is passing counterfeit money around. Hobbs police say they've had at least 20 reports from businesses, banks, and restaurants in the past month over this fake money. Now, in some cases, it looks like the culprit altered $5 bills to make them look like $50 bills. Now, there are ways you can check for whether or not you have a counterfeit bill, and we've posted this information on our website. Just head to KRQE.com and check out the info there. All right, so if you are a Facebook fan, you can now have a chance to actually own part of the company. Not kidding here. That's because Facebook's initial public stock offering is later this month, and it's expected to raise nearly $12 billion for the company, making it the biggest internet IPO ever. The stock will cost somewhere between $28 and $35 a share, which would make Facebook worth almost $95 billion. Now, you probably won't be able to start buying the stock until the next couple of weeks. All right, this morning we have a traffic alert to tell you about for commuters that are going to and from Santa Fe. The off-ramp from I-25 northbound to St. Francis Drive is shut down so that crews can upgrade the bridges at the interchange. Everything should be reopened, though, by the end of June. And that wraps it up for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to catch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, got myself a derby hat here. I wanted to look fabulous like you ladies. So
you look so fabulous.
I love it.
I love that.
I can't wait to hear the segment, by the way, because I'm just fascinated. I've never worn something like this.
It looks amazing on you, actually.
Looks good.
You look good. You look
all right, have a good Friday.
Good Friday to you as well. And of course, during that time while the news was going on, we were kind of doing a little hat fashion show. It was a little fun. We were all getting into the action. Okay, now the thing is, the weather is really good. And we've been talking about that all week.
And it's going to be beautiful to get out and about this weekend.
Yeah, and we're happy to say that News 13's David Romero has a great look at the weekend's big events.
The weekend gets off to a running start with the Warrior Dash on Saturday in Edgewood. It's a 3.1-mile course with 12 obstacles along the way. Runners will be fighting their way through the course for the young ones fighting cancer. The race is a benefit for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Everything starts at 9. Registration is over, but everyone is invited to come out and catch the action. For the authentic Cinco de Mayo experience, Mexico's two biggest stars take the stage on Saturday night at the Route 66 Casino Legends Theater. Yolanda del Rio and Graciela Beltran are known for their mega hits south of the border that include Latin music from both mariachi and band genres. The show starts at 8. Tickets are $45. Also on Saturday night, Barry Manilow will take the stage at the Sandia Resort and Casinos Amphitheater. The Grammy-winning artist is set to perform the hits that made him a star. The concert kicks off at 8. Tickets start at $75.
What do we do?
We get ready.
As is the familiar scene these days, parts of Albuquerque will be featured on the big screen this weekend with the expected box office hit, The Avengers, making its debut. Much of the film was shot here in the Duke City. The Avengers is being called the ultimate comic book film, with Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and the Hulk uniting for a battle against a force out to destroy the world. You want to make sure you have a comfortable seat for the show. The Avengers lasts just under 2.5 hours. It's rated PG-13. And it's time for the 27th annual Run for the Zoo. The Sunday race is known as one of the largest running events in New Mexico. It's fun for all ages and fitness levels. For more information, check out our website, KRQE.com. David Romero, KRQE News 13.
I need to go see Barry Manilow. My sister's name is Mandy, after all.
After him.
Yes.
You should do it.
Now, this Cinco de Mayo, you want to open your heart and your home to a new amigo.
Yeah, tomorrow, the City of Albuquerque Animal Welfare Department is hosting the Cinco de Chihuahuas adoption special. Here's a preview.
Well, of course, they come in different sizes, you know, and each have their own individual personalities. We got some that are long hair. We have some that are smooth coat. But each one, you know, they offer this love, devotion, very protective of the owner that they have. They're a little feisty, and they're fun to watch. They can control a big dog, thinking that they're I guess they think they're very big, but they're very sweet, but they're very loyal, and like I said, very protective. And at our shelters right now, we have plenty of them. There's 78 of them, so plenty to choose from. So if you come to our shelters, you have no problems finding different colors, different shapes, different sizes, and different personalities that should fit in somebody's home. Starting on Saturday, it's going to be Cinco de Mayo celebration. So in honor of that, we are going to do Cinco de Chihuahuas. So for $25, you can get a Chihuahua, or for $10 off, you can adopt one of their amigos. So it should be a lot of fun. It's going to be at all the shelters. So go to our website to check where the locations, and that would be
www.cabq.gov/pets. Oh, that's the one I want.
Puppies, always so cute. I love the way they just flop around.
I love it. They're so cute. And at the end of our show today, of course, we'll have our pet of the week. So you have another chance for some adopting to bring a little new member into your family. So that would be nice. And as Kristen said earlier on, the weather this weekend, fantastic for all these amazing events.
It is. It's going to be great. Just grab the sunscreen and drink tons of water because it's going to be really warm and really dry.